Hello everyone, welcome back to Anonymous World. Hope you all are doing well. So today is December 20 and day 20 of Advent of Cyber 3rd edition is out. So let's see what we have in day 20. Okay, so day 20 is blue teaming. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, so let's see our story. So Mac Payroll is processing the bonuses for all the hardworking elves. One of the elves has sent Payroll a file that they are claiming contains their updated payment information. The only problem is that she doesn't recognize the elf. Could this be a sneaky attack from Grinch Enterprises to cause more havoc? So analyze the file to see if you can determine whether it's malicious or not. So Payload provides this file to Skitty, who is a member of security team and also a wise elf. She knows to analyze the file in a sandbox environment. Therefore, she fired up her Remux VM to take a look at the suspicious file. She unzipped the archive and saw there was a folder named samples and a file named test file in the zip archive. She copied these files over to her Remux desktop to begin the analysis. Okay, so first let's start our machine. Okay, so learning objectives. So in this task, we will learn how to identify the file type of file regardless of file extension, how to find strings in a file, calculate the hashes of file, and using virus total to perform some preliminary analysis of a suspicious file. Okay, now initial analysis. To get started with the analysis, get started by running the file command. The file command is a Linux utility that helps determine a given file type. It doesn't matter if the file extension is not given. So Skiddy understands that malware authors sometimes use misleading file extensions. So she verifies the file type as the first step. So our first step is going to determine the file type of our given file. So it has a simple syntax, which is file, then the file name. To read more about this command, you can use file help or man file. Man stands for manual. Okay, so a screenshot is given. Let's go ahead. This file seems to a Windows executable file. It seems like Skiddy's suspicions held their weight. So to gather more information about the file, she tries the new command, which is strings. So strings is a command that extracts and prints the printable character sequences from a given file, or what is also known as strings. So knowing what strings are present in a file can often provide interesting information about the file, specifically for executable files. The strings utility can give pointers to different functions called by the executable file and IP addresses or domain names, URLs, etc. etc. Okay, so let's see the syntax for this command is strings, then followed by the file. Again, you can use strings help or man strings to know more about this command. Okay, so one example output is given here. This program cannot be run in DOS mode. Okay, so first line with this program cannot be run in DOS mode. This is a part of DOS stub Windows executable. Okay, let's go ahead. So Skitty started to discover more interesting strings. She started to gain an idea of what the evil elf's intention were with the malware. She could see the references to SSH, session, manage, and message and disconnect, which hints that this executable might be trying to establish some kind of SSH connection. Now, now it is given about virus total. Okay, let's see. My failed to connect to server. Okay, now virus total. So even though this functionality could be used in non-malicious program, Skitty was unwilling to take any chances. So she decided to upload the file to VirusTotal. So it is a website that will scan files, URLs, IP addresses, domains, or any file hash you will provide using 60 plus different antivirus software products and display summaries of the scan result. So you can get the MD5 sum of the file name. The You just use the command md5 sum, then the file name, then it will return the md5 hash of the file. So once you had the md5 hash, you can search it on VirusTotal. Okay, so it has details tab, then detection, then relations, behavior, and one community tab. You can see details of this particular hash, URL, or domain there. Okay, let's go to our questions. So open the terminal and navigate to file on desktop named test file. Using the strings command, check the strings in the file. There is only a single line of output to the strings command. What is the output? Okay, so this is our test file. Okay, okay, so let's go there. Then here is our test file. We need to use strings and the file name. Okay, so there is only one line of output. Let's copy this. Okay, so we are done with our first question. Now check the file type of the test file using the file command. What is the file type? Okay, now let's use file, then the file name. Okay, so it's EICR virus test files. We got our file name. Now calculate the file's hash and search for it on virus total. When was the file first seen in the wild? Okay, now let's get the MD5 hash of this file. So we can use MD5 sum, then the file name. Okay, so this is our hash. Let's copy this. Okay, now let's see virus total. Okay, so here we can enter our hash. Let's see. When was the file first seen in the wild? Okay, so we need a date. 11 minutes ago. Can this be the answer? Let's see. Let's see details tab. Okay, first seen in the wild, October 17, 2005. Okay, on virus totals detection tab, what is the classification assigned to the file by Microsoft? Okay, so this is the detection tab. Now where is Microsoft? Okay, here is Microsoft. Microsoft identify this as virus DOS EICR test file. Okay, now go to this link to learn more about this file and what it is used for. What were the first two names of the file? Let's go there. Okay, anti-malware test file, intended use, additional notes. Okay, the file used to be named ducklin.htm or ducklin-html.html. So this must be the two names. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so it was the correct answer. Or similar based on its original author Paul Ducklin and was made in cooperation with Caro. Okay, the file has been refined on May 1st, 2003 by A.D. Williams in cooperation with all vendors. Okay, so the complete detail of this file is given here. You can go through this. Now the file has 68 characters in the start known as the known string. It can be appended with white space characters up to a limited number of characters. What is the maximum number of total characters that can be in the file? Okay, let's see what is the maximum number of total characters that can be in the file. Let's see if something is given here. Download anti-malware test file. Okay. Who needs the reason for testing antivirus software? Download area using the okay. Test file isn't provided for distribution. Okay. Okay, we got this in our strings. Okay, it is also short and simple. In fact, it consists entirely of printable ASCII characters so that it can easily be created with a regular text editor. Any antivirus product that supports the EICR test file so detect it any file providing that the file starts with following 68 characters. and is exactly 68 bytes long. Okay, what is the maximum number of total characters? Okay, the first 68 character is a known string. It may be optionally appended by any combination of white space character with the total file length not exceeding 128 characters. So 128 must be the answer. Okay, so we are done with our day 20. That's all for this video, and I will see you tomorrow in day 21st.